Hey, it's Amara Bird, your inter-network marketing coach. And in this video, I'm actually going to go over some organic ways to drive traffic to your lead capture page using Facebook. Now, if you know me and know anything that I'm about, I'm all about paid ads because paid ads allow me to get responses pretty much rapidly. And then it allows me to collect data. And from that data, I can modify things whichever way I need to modify things. When you're talking about organic ads are a little bit more long term. So the great thing about them, though, is that you're not paying anything for any of this traffic that you produce. And so that's great for those who are coming in and don't have funds to actually invest in ad spend. But for me, I prefer ad spend, but I also prefer that I'm getting traffic from multiple sources. So there are ways that for me, I'll start with paid ads first and then implement, other ways of organic ads or a different ad stream so that I can get multiple forms of traffic coming from multiple different platforms. And then I don't have to worry about something getting shut down or shut off and I'm wondering where my traffic is going to come from. So in this video, I'm going to go over some of those organic ways to get traffic. And the thing about that is, let me just warn you up front that you may feel a little overwhelmed by this in the sense that I'm going to throw a lot of tactics at you. But every single one of them you can actually do in a few minutes. Doesn't take long to do any one of these tactics. But I want you to know these are all simple tactics that add up to you making a big difference in your business. The first one is how to set up your profile. So let's go ahead on over to Facebook so that we could look at how to set up your profile. So this is one of my fan page profiles right here, and it has my kids on it, and that's intentional. I do not have my cover photo promoting a product, although you could. I prefer instead to have something that helps people trust me more, because I'm going to use the content that's on my profile, the content that's in my group, the content that's on my fan pages to drive leads to me without spending any money on ads. So that you can grow your lead capture page, send traffic to it, and launch your lead capture page to the world without having to spend an arm and a leg to make that happen. So the first thing that you want to do is edit the details of your page. So I want you to scroll down here and I want you to add a website. So right here, I'm going to put my lead capture page right there. So then all I have to do is click save. Now, Facebook drives traffic to my profile as people interact with me and I get people to engage. And those people will naturally go to the sidebar and say, who is this person? It's just natural inclination. Let me find out more about them. Again, my suggestion to you is to try to keep trust factors on your profile page. So now that we have our website listed here for your lead capture page, the next thing that we need to do is we need to create engaging questions. And I like to use a 3-day sequence. We don't like being bombarded with ads right from the start, right? We don't want to be bombarded with, hey, nice to meet you. Now join my damn email list. We want to have a relationship. We will tend to respond better to people who have a conversation with us. So how can we have a conversation at scale with our potential prospects? Well, we could do that with engaging questions. You can use these in your Facebook pages, on your profile, in your groups, and in other people's groups to build relationships and to create a thread of interactions and a thread of replies. So for day one, I will usually ask a self-identifying question. So this is a self-identifying question. You know you're a blank when. That helps your audience to say, I identify with that question. That's me. This is the place for me. So you put the question up, are you a marketer or a business owner? And they'll say, that's me. And I'll say, great, you're in the right place. So an engaging question is a great non-threatening way for them to say, this is me. I'm in your audience. I am your potential prospect. Now you're going to have 3 different days of engaging questions. Your first one is that, are you a blank question? Your second one is a connection question. So I might say, business owners, what solutions have you found for email deliverability? What solutions have you found? I want to ask my audience to teach me something. I'm making them the hero right now. I'm asking them to show me that they're my potential prospect and to also connect with me. The way that people connect the most is by giving value. So if I help them to give value to me, they're going to be a lot more receptive when I want to give value to them. So they're going to be able to hear it more. It's called the law of reciprocity. And if you've never heard of that law, look it up. It's something good to know. I might also create a question that is saying like, if you could wave a magic wand and fix one ... whatever that thing is, and you insert your niche phrases there, what would you want to fix? You want to have something where they're talking to you about solutions that they have or problems that they're facing, but in a way that's not threatening to them. Then on the last day, you're going to want to post a question that's going to help them. Say, I want your product. And if you're like pressed for time, or if you've already interacted on your Facebook page consistently, not like me, I need to interact more, then you can usually skip day 2 and jump right into day 3. So you can go day 1, question of, are you this? And then right straight into day 3, but only if you have already interacted with these people multiple times. And that would be something to the effect of, I literally just tell them my lead capture pitch. And I don't make it into something formal. I say something like an informal conversation would be. Like, oh snap, I just created a new direct response marketing video that did boom, boom, boom. Want to see it? Now, whenever I post a question like this, people are going to reply. When people reply, I give them the link. And I tag other people that are in that comment thread as well. So let me show you what I mean. Let's say I wanted to give them my lead capture page. What I would do here is I would just state that, great. So here's the link to the video, and I will comment the link to them. And then I would say, and I tag the next person, Janine, and I tag the next one, Stephanie, and I tag the next person on the list, Sean. Here it is. So I would say, Stephanie, Janine, Sean, here it is. Now that helps me have a back and forth thread, a reply thread, and it also helps those other people, Janine, Stephanie, and Sean, to come back to that conversation, and now they're going to see my link. Now, when we are using organic traffic, we do not put the link in the actual post. We put it in the comments, in a reply thread that helps us to grow our leads, but also feeds Facebook at the same time. So you're probably saying, how's that feed Facebook? Because I'm giving Facebook what it wants, which is engagement, so that it knows how to drive more traffic to me, because I'm not driving people off of the post and using the post to drive traffic off of Facebook. I'm using the post to build Facebook's goals as well. Okay, so first you want to clean up your profile and make sure you have a link in there to your lead capture page. Then you want to post engaging questions. And I've given you some examples. At bare minimum, at least post day 1 and day 3. Then you want to have a reply thread. That's where you give DMs back and forth, either inside the thread or even off of the thread in Facebook Messenger, where you're giving people the link to your lead capture page. Okay, after you've done that, now it's time for the ninja tactic. This tactic helps you to scale. Because what you have right now is you've got a profile, and I'm okay because I have 2,000 people following me and almost 5,000 friends. But there was a time when I only had 100 people following me. And the majority of them were my high school friends, right? So I still have a small core group in that 100 that I might want to reach. I don't want to reach all 2,000, and I don't want to reach all 100 of even my high school friends. I want to reach specific people. So I need this engaging question, right? And it tells me these are the specific people that are in my friends group right now that are perfect for my lead capture page. So now what I want to do is I want to make sure I have them collected into a list, even if I don't have their emails yet collected into a list, so that I can retarget them and get their emails later if I can't get them right now. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go to these names, scroll over their name, click here, and then I'm going to go and add them to a list. I just scroll on the name, scroll over here to their name, and if they're not on my list, then I will add them as a friend. And we'll see if they accept the request. And if they do accept, I'm going to be able to go back, see that's icon, and then I can click on that and I can add them to a specific list. So scroll down some more. Here we go. This is a friend. They're on my friends list. So I now can check them. I click to edit the friends list. I can then add them to a list. You can see here, I'm adding them to the list business builder because this post right here said, you know you're a business owner when blank. So everyone who's commenting, I know something about them. I know if they're not a business owner, then they want to be sometime in the future. So I can go and make sure I add them to that list. So here's another friend here, scroll over, add them to that list. Now you can also add them from their personal profile. So let's say I clicked on their face this way. I can click over. I can also add them by clicking and editing that friends list from here on their personal profile. Now, let's say you don't have any created lists. So you're like, I don't have anything that shows up there. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so we're going to scroll over to the left sidebar from the home page and then scroll down and you can see friend lists on the side. And then you can create your list. So you can see I created one called Business Builders. So just go in there and create the name of your list. And then you can invite people just from your memory. So you don't have to just pull people from inside of a thread. You could pull people in by typing in their name like Janine or Stephanie or even Sean. I can just type in their names from memory and also add them to this exact list. Now, when I'm in that list, I can also click on it. And this is good. And now I've got all my potential prospects or my current clients in one place where I could scroll and see their posts. Why is this super ninja? Because I can now make sure I interact primarily with my potential clients and with my customers. That way I don't get distracted by seeing Tony Baker animal voiceover videos and completely forget what I'm doing and why I'm on Facebook in the first place. I have my feed curated for me because I've seen the content that I'm specifically looking for. I love using lists in this way. It helps me to connect with my potential prospects. I get to reach out and connect with my potential prospects without being distracted by everything else that becomes a distraction in your news feed. And look, there's no ads here. There's no ads. So you literally have a much better focus and experience on Facebook as well. Okay, so quick recap. We covered the profile. We covered engaging questions. And we covered how to add friends to customized lists. Now, what I didn't show you yet was how to use groups. So we're going to do that in the next video.